Hi and welcome here. Welcome to the system that saves our budget every month episode. Have you ever tried to open your pantry only to realize that half the food in there is expired or stale or gone bad? Or would you like to build a system that saves you money and time when you use it? If I told you that there's a way to completely eliminate the stress, a system that helps you store food smarter, save money, and always know what you have on hand. And no, it doesn't take a giant bunker or thousands of dollars. We use this for a family of 7 to save money and time. And it just takes the right rotation system and maybe just a few totes. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact storage system that we use in our home. One that keeps our food safe from pests, it keeps it so organized and always ready for everyday use or in a crisis. So why rotate your food in the first place? Simple. To save money and avoid waste. Food isn't just for emergencies, it's part of our daily life. And when you store it right, you're not just preparing for the unknown, you're actually simplifying your everyday routine. Would you like more time in a day? This gives you more time in a day. Every time we toss out expired food, we're basically throwing away money. And in a crisis, and let me just explain, a crisis can mean a job loss. It can mean a huge disaster. But wasted food isn't just a loss, it can be devastating. Hey, by the way, let me know if you are new to preparedness in the comments. I would love that. All right, here is where it gets fun. We've built our own little store right here. And just past the camera, this keeps extending, and I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show you inside these totes, and we're going to go through how we rotate them. But this is where we store our food. It's downstairs, and it's organized by type and safely tucked away in these large, sturdy totes, or the cans are in these can organizers that help us rotate. I'm going to show you exactly how those work. So these totes do more than just organize. They protect the food. They keep bugs out. They keep rodents out. And they let us rotate our food easily. Let me show you just how we break it down. Here's a tote of our dry beans. It is one tote, all varieties. The oldest batch of beans are at the top, and we rotate from the bottom up. So when you go to the store, you take the ones out, and then you add the ones that you got from the store underneath. This takes a little bit of work up front, but it keeps it organized. Pasta totes. We have 2 of these, and one is for our spaghetti and macaroni, and another is for shapes like rotini and penne. It keeps things simple when we're restocking upstairs. And again, it's the same exact thing. You grab this when you go to the store and get new, you grab the old stuff, pick it up, set it aside, and then put the new stuff at the bottom and then restack the older stuff on top. So that's where you keep the old stuff good. If you just went and threw your new stuff on top and then you went and used it, the old stuff is not really going to get used ever. So you have to do this system just like this. Does that make sense? Milk powder. We have one tote. It is shelf stable, nutrient dense, and perfect for baking, cooking, or emergencies. And we keep this rotating every 6 months to keep it fresh. You use the same principle. As you add new, it goes to the bottom and the back. And the ones near the front and at the top are the ones that you use. This is very important. Let's go on to basmati rice. We eat a lot of basmati rice, so we have 2 totes. And you can see there are 10 bags of rice in there, and they are 8 pounds each. So that's 80 pounds of basmati rice in each of these totes. So that's our family's staple. We go through it quite fast, and it already comes in Mylar bags. So that is excellent for protection, freshness against humidity, but we keep these in totes so that it's extra protected. Now I should explain, when you have 2 totes like this, it's important that you actually rotate the 2 totes. So the new stuff that you bring home from the store goes in the bottom tote at the back, and then you rotate from the front of the bottom tote to the top tote, and it goes to the back of the top tote. So then you keep the succession going all the way through the 2 totes. Oatmeal, 1 tote. Quick oats, rolled oats, whatever you like. Perfect for breakfast or for baking. Same principle. You add to the back and they rotate through to the front. When they don't stack like the beans or the milk powder, it's actually quite easy. You just put them in the back, and then as they rotate, we always take from the front left. Sugars, brown, white, and powdered in 2 totes. Sugar doesn't usually go bad if stored right, but we will rotate it to keep clumps and moisture issues away. So the same thing, you've got 2 totes involved, so the new stuff coming from the store is going to go in the back of the bottom tote. And then you need to rotate from the bottom tote, the front of the bottom tote, to the back of the top tote. And then when you take to go use something, you're taking from the front left corner of the top tote. Grains and flours. So these are in large amounts. We actually store both grains for grinding in our flour mill as well as already milled flour. And we rotate both of those. So we rotate these because there's nothing worse than needing flour for a recipe and finding out it's no good. So you have to do this. So this requires, again, taking the older stuff right out of the tote when you buy something new and making sure the new stuff goes on the bottom. And these are 50-pound bags. So you have to pick them up, put the new one underneath, and then put the 50-pound bag back on top. This is one of my favorite parts, our rotating shelf for canned goods. You can get one like this right in my Amazon store. And trust me, it is a game changer. It is so nice to be able to take, say for example, I want some pineapple tidbits. So I find the label, because you always pull from the one with the label on it, because some of them, like diced tomatoes, it actually has 3 whole sections devoted to it, and I'll show you how that works. But if you look at the pineapple, you pull from here and it automatically rotates. So then when I would go to the store, I would buy the pineapple tidbits and put it in the top, making it rotate. Like I said, some of these have more than one. So just as an example, these diced tomatoes, if you take a bunch out of this diced tomato one, it's going to get empty. So you actually have to rotate them through. So what I would do is take this section and put it into this section, and I'd also take this section and put it into this section so that you keep this filled, and then when you go to the store, you're filling this first section, but you're always taking from the one with the label. It's pretty cool. And that happens, we've got chili down there with multiple sections. We've got like green beans down on the bottom with multiple sections. We got fruit cocktail with multiple sections. Things that you use a lot and take up a lot of space, you want to have multiple sections, but you have to remember to rotate through just like I showed you. Again, it's taking out the guesswork and makes shopping from your own store shelves actually fun. So this downstairs storage, we treat this like our own personal store. It is stocked, it is rotated, and is always ready to refill the pantry upstairs. There's something powerful about knowing your family is covered, not just for emergencies, but for everyday dinners, lunches, and breakfasts. With everything going on in the world, from supply chain issues to rising grocery prices, have you noticed? It is insane. Having a working food storage system is no longer optional. It's essential. And the best part is it saves you real money. Because when you rotate, you don't forget. You don't ever overbuy. You can come in and actually count. Hey, I actually need 2 diced tomatoes. And you can go to the store and get those. You can count. I need, let's see, mandarin orange slices. Looks like I'm 1 short. I go to the store and get that 1 item. I know what I need and it saves me money. So that's pretty nice, and you don't waste. I'm going to talk about this system in a crisis in just a second, but we use this system every single day of every week. If we need pasta upstairs, we grab it from the tote. It's right there. If we need oats, it's right here. We know exactly where to find it, and we know that we're always using the oldest up first. With a simple inventory list, nothing fancy, we always know what we're low on. In fact, visually, when you go to make your list, it's very easy. You can actually come to the can sorter and figure that out. With these, you actually have to look in them and just see and count how many you need. If you're out 1 bag of sugar or 2 bags of sugar, maybe you need to stock up on some more pinto beans if that's what you eat. Or maybe you need a 50-pound bag of flour, but you can easily see the space that's there that something is missing. So you know exactly what to load up on. Think of it like a grocery store that you have already paid for, just steps away from your own kitchen. Yes, this system is ready for a crisis. There's actually more than 6 months worth of food for 7 people in this room and in this room. I'm not going to get into this room right now, but this is part of our total food system. So you don't need to worry about things, whether it be natural disasters, economic downturns, downsizing, cross-sizing, whatever they call it, job loss. More importantly, it actually makes life easier right now. Think about these can sorters. This is an amazing thing for efficiency and just knowing what you have and organizing what you have. So you don't need to hoard or panic. You just need to plan and rotate. If you're watching this thinking, okay, I want to try this, but where do I start? Start with 1 tote. Pick your most used pantry item. Maybe it's pasta. Maybe it's rice. Then build from there. I've linked some of our favorite tools like these rotating shelves. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets of these, and it is amazing to put these to work. So I've linked those in my Amazon store below. We've used these for years. They're strong, they're good. I like them. These are what we use, and they've just held up great for our family. Remember, food storage isn't about fear. It's about freedom. Think about the freedom of having your own grocery store just downstairs or whatever space you have to do it. It's about peace of mind. It's about smart budgeting. Remember, you need 1 of these, you need 3 of these, you need 1 of these, and you can go to the store and get them, and you always know exactly where they go. You can take care of the people that you love. So go ahead, build your downstairs store that you can restock your pantry from as you need to. Rotate your food and never be caught off guard again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this helped you. There's links to everything that we use down below. Thanks for watching and happy storing.